Hello and welcome to One Man's Collection. Today I am looking at the Formula One Car Collection magazine number 48. This is the Ferrari 312T2 driven by Gilles Villeneuve in 1977. Now we do have a 143 scale diecast car. I will take a closer look at that at the end of the video, towards the end of the video. But I'm going to briefly go through and show what we've got in this particular issue. Not reading everything in detail. If you do want to have a look in more detail, you will need to pause the video and read the articles that way. All right, this one, the season is 1977. The Gilles I'm not sure I'm pronouncing his name right. Gilles Villeneuve, Ferrari 312T2. Technical focus on this particular car and on the team Ferrari. Circuit for this particular issue is the Dijon Prenois, the French track. Never heard of it, but okay. And the story of F1 so far is the 1997 Jacques follows in Gilles' footsteps. The Villeneuve name is back in the limelight again. All right. So this particular one, Villeneuve at Ferrari, a legend is born. Ferrari replaced Niki Lauda with the little-known Gilles Villeneuve by hiring a French-Canadian. Ferrari Supremo wanted to repeat what he'd done a few years before with the Austrian. Show the world that it was the cars that made the champions. Well, yeah. You know, to put one of the more recent one, Hamilton, best Mercedes driver since Rosberg retired. Mercedes were the best team. Before that it was Red Bull. After that it was Red Bull. So, yeah, it's mostly the team. And now it's McLaren. 2025. We'll see what it is next year. The season 1977, orange and midnight blue were the main colours of Gilles Villeneuve's helmet, intersected by stripes in an original geometric pattern. Yeah, okay. Niki Lauda, world champion 1977, written off by most after his horrific accident the previous year. Lauda defied all expectations with an exceptional show of strength and character. Yeah, he was an amazing driver. Gilles Villeneuve debut at Fiorano. When Ferrari phoned in late summer 1977, inviting him to replace Niki Lauda, Gilles Villeneuve thought it was a wind-up. Once he got over his understandable amazement, Villeneuve flew straight out to Italy, where he signed the contract with Maranello team, and then got out on the track at Fiorano for his first encounter of the 312T2. Yeah, probably would be like that, wouldn't it? 1977 was a memorable for Italian car company. Ferrari won the F1 World Championship. Fiat won the World Rally Championship with it, and Lancia won the European Rally Championship. That's awesome. Villeneuve, in a spin during practice in 1977 Japanese Grand Prix, Villeneuve, impetuous style, belied his absolutely extraordinary coming out of the car. I think that's the word it's saying. Going to keep moving. Right, technical focus, Ferrari 312T2. We actually have a pull-out thing here. Rear longitudinal V12V. I think that's meant to be V12. 180 degree. No. I think sometimes this magazine didn't check their, didn't get the type checked well enough. You can't have a V12 or a 12V, 180 degree. That would be a flat engine, like a Subaru or Porsche engine. No, it's a V12. I'm guessing it's a 90 degree. But that's what they've written. Maximum power, 368 kilowatts at 12,200 RPM. Only has a 5-speed gearbox. Yeah. Guess that's back in the day where they had a H-shifter too, didn't they? The letter T, used in the name of Ferrari Grand Prix cars, made between 75 and 79, denoted the transverse position of the gearbox, putting it behind the engine. All right. Scuderia Ferrari, I mean, pretty much everyone knows about that. The virtue of necessity. Patrick Tambay would never have wanted to come to Ferrari if the price to be paid was the death of a dear friend. Before that, Nanni Galli replaced Clay Regazzoni, who was injured playing football, and Mario Andretti also stepped in to lend a hand. Not going to read the whole article. Going to move on. Dijon Preneuil. Someone can actually correct me there how to pronounce that. Memories of an epic battle. So this is what, 19... Appearance the championship car back in 74. Played a host for French Grand Prix weekends up until 84. Original layout opened in 1972. I do not remember it. Admittedly, I was pretty young then. And that's probably why. Maximum speed of about 300 kilometers an hour. Average speed 215. Yeah. All right, 1997. Jacques follows Gilles. Villeneuve name joined the list of world champions thanks to the son of legendary French-Canadian racer Gilles. Ironically, Jacques defeated Michael Schumacher, who drove for Ferrari, former home of Villeneuve Sr. Yeah. And so he came out at 81 points with Heinz-Harald Frentzen in 42, David Coulthard 36, John Alesi 36, and Gerhard Berger 27. So Schumacher was not driving in that year. Schumacher and the wheel of the Ferrari 310B, and a competitive car that put the F1 ace back in contention for the title. But he's not listed in the rankings, driver rankings of 97. Why is that? Where was Schumacher back in those days? He was in there. So did he not score in the top 5 places in Ferrari that year? Wow. Okay. Must have. Or they just omitted it because they're great at putting all this stuff in here, aren't they? Jos Verstappen fathered Red Bull ace Max in the Tyrrell Ford 025 during the French Grand Prix. All right, next car in magazine number 49 is the Williams of Damon Hill from 1994, followed by the Honda Jenson Button 2006 car. I don't think I've got the Earth car, if you know that livery from back in those days. But all right, let's have a look at the car in more detail. Now, I've had a 312 before, not the T2. Decent run of sponsorship down the side. The big Fiat underneath the number there. Advertising. Engine. We've actually got a light there as well. Underneath. That's actually pretty good. Gold with the white extractors. I think they actually do a really good model, these Formula 1, especially for the price that you're paying. Or did pay, because they've actually finished now. All 200 episodes of the magazine. Got blue seatbelts in this. See if I can get some extra light there. Probably not. I have to put something on. I'm going to put that on the turntable. We're going to have a closer look with that. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the rest. I'll be back with number 49 next week. Cheers. Bye.